You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts Jay Hove, Jeff, and Wheezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am Jay Hove.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
What up? What's cracking, y'all?
How y'all doing, man?
Pretty good, bro.
He the show last week, Jeff.
Hey.
Got some positive feedback.
Yeah,
for sure. Camera's always on.
Always on, bro.
As we noticed from the last show.
Did y'all watch the YouTube now?
We did.
Yeah.
YouTube is funny.
Check it out, man. YouTube.com/fullsportpress. Most definitely. Weezy, what we got up on the show today?
Today, we are breaking down the first round of the NBA playoffs, baby.
Yeah.
FSP style.
It's always FSP style.
Always.
Most definitely.
FSP style.
For sure.
Everything paid for.
For sure.
Yeah.
You hear me?
All the Weezyisms.
What's your best of the week, Weezy?
My best of the week, man, was Beyonce.
Coachella.
Beyonce shook it last night.
1:26 a.m. Central Standard Time. Start time.
You got,
Hey.
Yeah,
that was tough.
Past your bedtime.
Way past my bedtime.
Past my
For sure.
bedtime.
Even on a Saturday.
On the weekend.
Even on the Saturday.
Was
Yeah.
it worth it?
Most definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I got no complaints.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They got me. She did the swag surfing. They got me right
Yeah.
there. Maybe how about the bed a
Yeah,
little bit?
you swag, sir.
They got me.
You definitely
swag,
swag
It's
certain.
a Negro spiritual, for sure.
Them
What
boys,
about
I
you?
hope them boys is rich.
Who's that?
Them boys that do swag surfing.
You don't even know who they are.
I forgot their name.
Fly Young Gangsters, Fly Young.
Yeah, something like
It's
that.
Fly Young something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to them, man.
Shout out to the swag surfer guy.
Yeah, what about you, Jeff? What's your best of the week?
Oh man, mine is a boxer, Rod Salka. You
Mhm.
hear about this?
Mm-mm.
All right. So this week he wore red, white, and blue trunks to the ring for his fight.
Okay.
They were engraved with the words "America First" on it,
Okay.
and he had the wall, a version of the wall that President Trump was talking about,
Okay.
that Mexico's going to pay for.
Mm-hmm.
That was on his trunk, right? So he was fighting a Mexican-born fighter named Francisco Vargas.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
He wasn't happy.
what happened? 7-round TKO for Mr. Vargas.
He supposed to. Like, he said trip.
Look, I'm all for some good trash talk.
Yeah.
I love it. But you can't come out to the ring doing all that.
Yeah,
And
you
then
can't be
get
set
knocked
tripping like that. He supposed to play hot dog.
He said he was century.
That's funny, Weezy.
That's funny.
He would.
What's your worst of the week, Weezy?
First of the week, man. I hate to do it, but I got to do it.
Okay.
Tristan Thompson.
Mm.
I told you I had to do it.
Mm.
LeBron told him a long time ago, man.
Yeah, man.
I didn't do my best of the week.
You sure
You
did.
You just went right on.
Yeah, my best of the week started the NBA playoffs.
Yeah,
It means a game for the next 2 weeks every night.
every night.
But back to Tristan.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to that.
Every night.
Every night. Damn, Tristan. Got to be more careful.
No, man. Like, it seemed like he didn't even
He was
care.
reckless. Nah, that was reckless.
He had to play it like that, like he didn't.
Oh,
But
he
he
was
did.
Like, you 6'9", just
Yeah,
walking around
dude.
here looking back
Come
when the
on.
camera going off,
Come on,
on the phone, walking with her.
My only problem with him is, your play on the court ain't even been that good.
Nah,
man.
for sure.
Nah.
I can see you out there killing, and you know what? He ain't killing right
man. Nah,
now.
you're not hooping it out. He playing a good LeBron 12 soldiers, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
about all he
That's
got.
it.
That's all he got
That's,
going
it.
for
That's
him.
all he doing is unveiling new LeBrons. That's it. What's your worst of the week, Jeff?
Man, my quarterback at FSU,
Mm.
DeAndre Francois.
What happened?
Well, he's been placed into a drug diversion program in Florida after police seized 17 grams of marijuana from his home.
We just want a little weed.
But
I
you,
thought it was-
But this ain't the first time they've had to come to the house.
Mm.
Get it together,
That's your
young man.
quarterback.
That's my quarterback.
I like him too, man.
I know you do.
That's my guy.
You
That's
know,
my guy.
I've always been skeptical.
Yeah, for sure.
I always
Nah,
been
he
skeptical.
got it. He got it.
Can you get on the field?
Now he get on the field.
Okay.
They're gonna find a way. Trust me.
Right.
Taggart, you think Willie Taggart ain't gonna find a way to get him back there?
Willie said he want players of exceptional fortitude on his team.
Here we go.
That's what Willie said. That was Willie said.
Just a little weed.
That's what Willie said. That's just what Willie said. That's just what Willie said.
Come on, dog.
That's what Willie said.
Just a little weed, man.
My worst of the week
Mhm.
is the lack of diversity at Coachella, man.
Uh-oh.
Now, I know Beyonce was the first African-American female to headline, but the culture needed more. This is the year of hip-hop, 2017
What's
going
that?
into 2018. Had such a great 2017. And for Kendrick, Drake, Jay-Z, Future, 2 Chainz, Big Sean, Ross all came out with really good albums in 2017. They weren't in the lineup. You know who they were replaced by?
Your guy.
Yeah. Post Malone.
Yes, your guy.
Hey, Post shook it though.
He did.
Hey, now Post shook it.
No lie.
Yeah, Post put on a good show. Tyler the Creator, Cardi B, French, Russ.
Yeah, shout out to French.
Shout out to French. Eminem.
I didn't see him. Is Eminem
Tonight?
Tonight? Okay,
Yeah, for sure. So, and Cardi B and the Migos and all them. So, hip hop is the biggest genre in music.
Yeah.
I think they need to be more represented, or just well represented on the biggest platform in the terms of festivals, for sure.
So I'm gonna be honest. I know it was running late, so I tuned in to try to catch the Beyonce part.
Yeah.
Post Malone was still performing. To see 60,000, 70,000 people word for word with his music like that,
man.
I didn't know he was that big of an artist.
Nah, for
I did
sure.
not know that.
Posty, man. He got some music, and the thing is with Post, though, it's such a culture vulture. You know, because he's not ingrained in the culture.
He addressed
They'll
that.
tell you
He addressed that.
Yeah,
last
he
night.
did,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, man.
He need to shave.
Oh, okay, Wiz.
Okay.
Make sure you check us out.
He
On,
do.
make sure you check us out on
I don't
iTunes. All right. Okay.
There you go, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check us out on iTunes,
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course, the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. And after you do that, check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown and Spike Luke each and every Wednesday. This week's show is the Cardi B Invasion of Privacy album review episode.
Yeah.
Y'all check out that Cardi?
I did, yeah. Cardi, man, she got a moment right now.
She got a moment.
Yeah, this is her moment.
Yeah.
But, you know, it happens in spurts like this.
Yeah.
This is the same. But Cardi is what Jocelyn Hernandez was thinking that she was going to be. 100%.
I can see that.
Everybody thought that, no.
No.
She thought.
Her and Steve.
Yeah, for sure. And it's the same thing, man.
Yeah.
But Cardi, super, super personable.
Yeah.
Great album.
She makes decent music.
And she makes decent music.
Shout out to the chat.
Shout out to
went
Lil Chat.
hard.
She was mad. She was very upset. She started joking on.
Like old school,
Like
like
old
high school
school.
joke.
Go ahead on.
Looking at it like
Yeah,
that.
right, yeah.
And she just got off from work. Let's check that out.
She just left.
She
from
just
the
clocked
gig.
out somewhere.
For
You hear
sure.
me?
Hell yeah.
She just grabbed the cook.
Everybody clocked in.
Everybody clocked in and out, but she just clocked out.
Yeah, for sure.
She had 12 goals, and she was on her way home. And she
Easy.
stopped at the gas station, some cigarillos. She did.
I ain't gonna lie, that's funny. Dude.
She got some cigarillos from Circle K.
Yeah,
And when did her verse?
Circle K. But the good thing is actually women. You know what I'm saying? Making good music. That's good for the culture.
Absolutely.
Speaking of women,
Uh-huh.
the Ladies Room podcast, man.
Hey.
Check out Rizzo and Anne-Marie to find out what the ladies are really talking about in the Ladies Room. The latest issue is up right now, Legacy. And you can catch up on past episodes and follow the Ladies Room podcast on IG and Facebook. One time for Coach Locke.
Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies. Fresh for Dummies, man. Me and my dog Animal Brown. The self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. You catch our latest issue, top 10 best dressed celebs. It's up right now, directly for the culture. Follow the show IG page at Fresh for Dummies. And while you're doing that, also go to the YouTube channel and check out COD Live. There's 2 episodes up right now. Easy to find on YouTube.
Yep.
YouTube.com/RealVid. Shout out to Animal Brown.
Doing numbers with that.
Doing numbers for sure,
Yes,
man.
I agree.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Wait.
Look like you know what you're doing.
Hey, I'm just
Yeah.
the street said they wait for the whole.
Yeah,
So-
nah, for sure, man. Hey, you know,
time.
it's got to happen, right?
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah, nah, most definitely. Look at Weezy. Weezy always up to no good.
And so you can read up on your favorite FSP co-hosts.
Yeah.
Purchase your FSP merchandise. Catch up on past episodes from other shows that we just mentioned on the network and much, much more. How do you do that, you ask Weezy? Just simply search www.realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real. RMG,
RMG, most definitely. Now, Jeff,
Yes, sir.
me and Weezy very disappointed at you
Oh, okay.
because we missed WrestleMania because of you. You were supposed to set up the WrestleMania event. Cameraman, we were supposed,
All right.
6 Mississippi.
Yeah.
Now we was all supposed to go and have WrestleMania. Now you got 10 good wrestling segments. Let's
You're
get
right.
it going, man.
It's my bad.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of WrestleMania, it was definitely a great show. I'm a little upset my guy Shinsuke caught that L, but he did turn heel. You know what that means, right? He became a bad. He
Oh,
became
okay,
a
turn
bad
heel.
guy.
Yeah.
He became a bad guy. So that was the best option for him, though.
Yeah.
So This week will be the actual roster draft and shakeup for SmackDown and Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Always fun. Time of year. This is basically when wrestling hit the reset button. So
Most definitely.
do a quick little recap of that next week.
Most definitely, man. Tinker Wrestling said,
Yeah, man.
how did you buy WrestleMania, man? We missed that.
I mean, I got the.
I don't want to see it now
Oh,
because I know everything that happened.
while they was there.
Yeah, most
Full fledged giving reports the whole time.
Most definitely, man. Question of the week, fellas.
Here we go.
$2.5 million on the line right now.
Goodness.
Here we go. 3 options.
2.5 million.
Yep, you live in solitude for the rest of your life in a farm in Montana. Sleep in the middle of a cemetery inside a tent for the rest of your life. And last but not least, eat only fruit every day for 3 meals for the rest of your life.
Money, I don't need money that bad.
I don't need
Yeah.
2.5.
You done?
I don't think I need that 2.5.
Yeah, right. You ain't doing none of them.
If I had to pick one, it'd be
Yeah.
fruit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
I can't gonna lie, I can't do that.
Yeah, I ain't
I
gonna
can't do that.
eating pineapple.
I'll be 100 pounds.
You gonna sleep at a cemetery?
I ain't doing that either. I'm not doing any of them.
So I'm just saying, if I
If I had
had
to pick one, though, I'm going to Montana.
to live in solitude,
Yeah, for sure.
you can't even enjoy the 2.5.
Can I have something with me?
You said no solitude.
That's biting. Biting long.
Yeah, it is solitude, for sure.
Yeah.
You're right, Wee. That's the definition of solitude. That's my fault. Sure. That's true. Yeah.
Where'd you get this from?
That was rough.
That's a crazy question right there.
Yeah, cemetery, though. And that's the last.
Nah,
I ain't sleeping in no damn tent.
Nah, it's
And
some
no.
shit out there.
Yeah, it's something. I ain't no
Have
question.
y'all
some
been to
shit
the
out there.
cemetery at night?
No.
Hell no.
Why the hell are you there?
You ain't dead. Why you there?
What the hell are you doing there?
It was rough, man.
Yeah.
Go to the cemetery.
Now,
Why the hell was you there?
Come on, man, for real. Call somebody. You got friends.
Yeah, for real. For sure, man. The people care about you, man.
Yeah, the cemetery.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, no, for real. We gotta talk about that.
For real. There's some shit out there, boy.
Let us know,
Nah,
man.
what made it even worse was you weren't the only person out there. Did you see somebody else in the court? What were they doing over there?
Yeah. Keep the
that problem.
man. That's
I ain't at no
insane.
cemetery.
Keep the questions of the week coming, man. At fullsportpress@gmail.com. Now, tweet us with questions during the show at fullsportpress. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe, but more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
Tell the cemetery friends.
To tell a friends, man, to hang out at the cemetery, you didn't even know that they was doing that. God damn, Jeff.
All them friends you got, you hang
Not hanging out at the cemetery.
Why were you there at night?
That's
Who we
cool,
talking
me.
about?
Right
Oh,
there.
sure, most
Get shit
definitely.
out there, boy.
Hey, man.
For real.
The revolution will be podcasting, man. Before we get started, first half, we just got a poll question for the listeners.
Yes, sir.
Let
This
it go.
week's poll question is: which vacant coaching gig is the best available in the NBA? Memphis Grizzlies, New York Knicks, Phoenix Suns, Charlotte Bobcats.
Okay, for sure. So let's go through players.
Okay.
First team was the Memphis Grizzlies. They got 2 All-Stars. Mike Conley.
More than down
Marcus
south.
We didn't
Marcus
see they were All-Stars this year. Former All-Stars.
Yeah, but I'm saying former All-Stars. Then you go to Orlando. Aaron Gordon is a restricted free agent.
Yeah.
There's nothing to build around
Yeah.
this. That's probably the worst.
Yeah.
Phoenix, they got the future at the 2-guard position.
Young
Yeah.
Booker?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Charlotte,
Yeah.
they have Dwight Howard and Kemba Walker, who probably won't be there. So you starting fresh. You got Malik Monk, though. So I would say the best. Shoot. Yeah.
That's what you building on?
Yeah, that's what you building on.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sean Wash. It's his guy. That's his
Sean
guy.
Wash.
Yeah, you gonna hurt that one.
That one.
That one hurt. Yeah, for sure. Out of those gigs, the best possible gig we didn't talk about the Knicks, of course the Knicks.
Yeah.
It would be the Knicks, right? They got Chris Stops, they got Frankie Smokes, Frankie Ntilikina, B's there, Tim Hardaway Jr. They have more pieces compared to Phoenix. Phoenix has 1 piece and Josh Jackson.
I think it's Phoenix.
I think Phoenix. Wow.
New York is the most intriguing, but
Yeah.
it's the most pressure to be good in New
Yeah.
York.
That's the thing.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Like you got 1 year to play.
Yeah.
In another year, if you don't get it right year 2, you're gone.
Yeah, most definitely.
In Phoenix, there are no expectations in Phoenix at this
Hell
point.
no.
just don't run it off the rails completely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just keep Devin Booker somewhat happy.
Yeah.
Let him do whatever he want to do. You got a job.
Yeah, they need 1 big and 1 more score. And I think Trae Young is who they'll get in the draft, but we'll talk about that around draft time.
Talk about it.
For sure. Y'all ready to get started this first half?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
The first half is underway.
First half, hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy.
Weezy, where can they find you on social media, my man?
I'm FSP_Weezy.
Most definitely you are. Where else?
I'm IG.
Yeah. Where you at on Twitter, man? Where you at?
I'm at How Weezy on Twitter.
He said he think about changing.
Yeah. To what? FSP Weezy?
I don't know what I'm gonna change.
Yeah, we might need to go, you know what I'm saying? We might need to all go. Well, Jeff, you got about 2-3 podcasts. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey.
Nah, but it's, you know what I'm saying? We need to get Jeff all under one umbrella.
Break contract.
Hey, yeah, no, for sure. Shout out to Jeff.
Shout out to that.
Where you at on social media, Jeff?
J84 across all social media platforms.
Most definitely is the Kingdom Unlocked, dog.
Your kingdom?
No, I'm asking about yours.
No. Well, Twitter's open.
What about that Snapchat? How's Snapchat going on?
It's quiet.
It's quiet? Yeah, right.
All like it's Snapchat.
It's too hot.
Yeah, I don't get out with that.
Yeah, your boy.
Yeah.
I'm Jay Holloway, man, on all
Snapchat?
social media. I don't have a Snapchat, my brother. Jeff's trying to start some shit. I definitely don't have one. Let's start the first half, man, so we don't really talk about the WNBA.
Nice.
36 women had their dream of becoming professional basketball players come true Thursday night as the WNBA draft was held at the Nike headquarters in New York City. Now, Asia Wilson, standout #1 overall pick to the Las Vegas Aces, which were formerly the San Antonio Stars.
Right.
She'll be teammates with Kelsey Plum, one of my favorite basketball players that went to Washington. She was #1 pick last season. Will you watch a little bit of the WNBA this season, Weezy? Because me and Jeff actually watch.
No. I just don't watch it.
For sure.
They got new uniforms I watch.
You need for real.
Let's move on.
I'm telling you now, for real. For sure. Other notables in the first round include Diamond DeShields, who played at UT.
Yeah.
Gabby Williams from UConn. She plays for, and they both played for Chicago Sky. Lexi Brown, the daughter of Dee Brown, that went to Duke. She plays for the Connecticut Sun. And my favorite player that was in basketball, women's basketball last year, Kia Nurse. They went to UConn. She plays for the New York Liberty.
Favorite players.
No, I'm talking about it was in college basketball last year. Yeah, for sure. And the 2018 WNBA season starts on May the 18th.
Yeah.
To let you know, we
Shout out.
Just catch a game.
just catch it. Yeah, catch it.
All right. Let's move on to NBA basketball.
Uh-oh.
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
Average.
After grabbing his 16th rebound in what would turn out to be 20 rebound night
For sure,
for Russell, he secured back-to-back triple-double averages for an NBA season. Now, depending on who you ask, this ranks anywhere from historic to the depth of NBA basketball.
For sure.
What do you get? Well, no, I know what he thinks. What did you think, Weez?
I think it's historic. I think it's one of the best things the game has seen in a long time. Nobody's ever done it.
Nobody.
For sure.
So
It's
you
never
can't
done
take
something
that away
to
from the. You can't take away from Russell Westbrook.
And that's an
It's about to
accomplishment.
be taken away from Ray.
No,
What do you
for
think,
sure.
Jay?
Nah, I think it's dead ass. I think it's a huge accomplishment.
Uh-huh.
Do
you want to talk about your tweets of that evening?
Yeah, I mean, it was 16, get rich,
Get
or
16
rebounds. He needed those, man. Nah, Russ, I say this all the time. He's an exceptional talent. I think he's, one of the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Explosive players I've seen since Derrick Rose.
Okay.
The thing is with that, I think it's going to be weighed down due to the fact that his team didn't really improve. And all that we were saying was that, oh man, I tell you what, once Russell Westbrook gets some help, boy, he got help this year.
We'll see.
They improved.
We'll see.
They improved. They were six. Hold on. They were 6 seed last year. What seed were they this year?
What are they?
Jeff, what did you bet? You said they were going to be
I said
one or two.
I said it'd be a 3 or 4.
You said they when they
never said 1 or 2.
when,
never
no,
said
never
one.
said when they first got that trade and they had ropes and the whole team, when you feel good about Pat, you feel good about
Roberson.
everybody.
Yeah.
Even Felton, you feel good about.
On my film.
No, I took too far. Shout out to my man Jameson. He said that we give Raymond Felton a little too much flack.
Okay.
And he said he's, a serviceable player. And I said he's at the bottom end of backup point guard. And I think Jameson is holding down his North Carolina Tar Heels, but that's another thing.
Yeah.
But back to Russell Westbrook, you did say you felt really good about them going very far, and you said they could possibly be a 2 seed. Did you not say that?
I said anywhere from a 2 to a 4.
For sure.
And I got it right.
Yeah, for sure. And they were what? They were
4.
They're 4 seed?
Yes.
I thought they were 5.
Tied for 3rd.
For sure.
Yeah.
But they're not tied for
Well,
3rd.
the same record as the 3rd seed. They just lost the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Now, what I'm saying is, don't make this, because it's but I just think that he has to find a way to make his teammates better, that they put around him. In turn, that'll be easier for people to have more accomplishments, because the exact same thing that happened last year, James Harden had a better year last year, went further in the playoffs than he did.
One round.
Further.
Let me step in on this. If that was LeBron James that averaged triple-double twice, right? I mean, people would be doing everything, man.
It'd be LeBron James' day.
Yeah, the media would be going crazy. Since Russell Westbrook is doing it, I think it's taken for granted. It's taken for granted. The stat, the triple-double, is something that's a great thing to do, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think he necessarily ruined it the way that he goes about doing it.
You can't ruin it.
That's just my opinion.
Lead the league in assists. 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, also leading the league in turnovers too. 2 years in a row.
Okay, let's move on.
No, for sure. I just want to make sure
It's a less competitive air in the room this week.
Yeah.
Let's try to keep it that way.
I mean,
because you're teeter-tottering.
Yeah, I'm just saying, great accomplishment for your favorite player.
Shout out to Russell Westbrook.
Shout out to Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know what I want.
Yeah. For sure. You got to know you're good.
That's on you.
No, I know. I'm just saying everybody good.
No, I'm good.
Everybody.
I said I'm good. I'm not going down.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. They told me I had to chill this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's move on to something Russell Westbrook would really be good at, the Big Three.
Oh, man.
The 2018 Big Three draft was held Thursday night as Ice Cube's 3-on-3 league continued preparations for its second season. Now, 7 of the league's 8 teams participated in the festivities, and Trilogy, the team that won it last year, weren't able to be in this draft. So the big name that came off in the first round was Chris Birdman Anderson. He joins the team Power. In the second round, Quentin Richardson, one of my favorite players back in the day, he's also on Team Power, and he reunites with Corey Maggette. All they need is D Miles, so they can go.
What there's Miles in, man?
He didn't get picked.
Yeah,
he was there.
Yeah.
No, D Miles, no, seriously, D Miles was there.
D Miles was there.
He was there.
Trying to hoop?
Yes.
You're lying.
He was at the Big Three Combine. Yeah.
Dang.
You know, everybody thought D Miles was the best thing smoking.
Nobody thought that.
It's crazy.
You were talking to some other people that didn't know anything
I've been
about basketball.
talking
D Miles is my guy.
I remember you and Mike, y'all thought D Miles was the best
That
thing
team
going.
with him, L. Odom.
Yeah. Maggette.
God,
They had a squad.
Keon Dooley.
Yeah, it was a squad.
Man.
For sure. That was a good young squad.
Tell me you didn't think D Miles was good.
I thought D Miles was good. I didn't think he was the best thing smoking, though. That's what you said.
He was hounding
That's what you
Miles.
said.
He was hounding
Just saying.
Miles. You and Mike.
So, in the last round,
Yeah,
Bonzi
yeah.
Wells was selected by Tri-State to join Nate Robinson and Morris. Bonzi get a bucket, too. Does this excite you guys for season 2?
Me? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
going to watch it.
It's a great idea. They're going to have live games this year, which is dope. AI's not going to play, thank goodness.
Good. I seen AI at the Philly game. he had a Gucci Mane belly, man. Oh, man. Come on, AI.
What do you think AI doing?
That's true. Kicking.
Hey, he's getting money again.
Yeah.
AI's kicking it again.
Kicking it again. Super icy.
Yeah.
As a reminder, Big Three play will begin June 22nd in Houston.
Gil Brennan didn't get that, man.
Gil. This is the thing about Gil, though. Gil's such a cerebral basketball player. That's some other shit. And Gil's not going to play in that. Unless it's some crazy money is thrown his way. And he done made a bunch of that.
And I think this year the players are going to take it a lot more serious. Because if you guys remember the first couple of weeks last year, people were tearing ACLs.
Yeah.
You know, just a lot of injuries that showed that you weren't in shape.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
So it's definitely, I think it's going to take a lot more serious this year. It's going to be fun to watch.
Most definitely.
All right, so moving on to the NFL. After a Friday afternoon meeting between owner Jerry Jones and wide receiver Dez Bryant, the Dallas Cowboys decided to release Bryant, who is now a free agent. This was an expected move, although the timing seemed a little bit strange.
Yeah.
Dez has been quoted as saying, "You'll see me twice this year," as he exited the meeting. Where's Dez going, guys?
I hope and pray that he thinks about coming to San Francisco. We need a red zone target for Jimmy.
Yeah.
We got Pierre Garçon, we got Marquise Goodwin, but we need a flexible chess piece to play.
That would be perfect.
And that would be perfect. Yeah. No bias.
I know. I think he fits Buffalo.
I'm sure you do.
I bet you do.
We don't have anybody to throw the ball to.
I just,
God, dog,
would Dez take a pay cut is the major question.
Well, he don't have to take a pay cut in Buffalo. we got money to spend.
We do too.
There's nobody else we can compete with passes with.
Yeah.
It's whatever you
I
want
don't
to do.
think he'll take a pay cut unless he goes to the right squad.
Yeah.
He wants to play against the Cowboys again twice. He wants to play against them bad. I think he goes to the Giants.
So out of the NFC, he's Philly, New York,
I think he goes to the Giants.
Giants.
He better than Brandon Marshall.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That's scary.
Him and Odell.
Yeah. Oof. I think it's crazy if he goes to Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That team already won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And Washington, they don't have a wide receiver there. TP left the cupboard real
Yeah.
bare, just Doxson there.
TP, you with me?
TP,
That's your guy.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, Dez makes any team in the NFL right now better.
So excited.
You know who needs him?
Except the team, really. You think about that?
Yeah, we won't need him.
You know who
You
needs him?
think about that?
Yeah, we won't need him.
Dude, Cam needs him.
Cam needs him.
Oh my God.
Cam needs him.
Listen.
Cam needs
Not
him.
for real.
Bro.
Cam would flourish. With
Y'all
that.
know Dez Bryant. I'm finding Dez flag highly.
Yeah,
You know
but
that?
but he has a bum ass quarterback. Watch what he do next year, because he's gonna have a quarterback better than
You know
that.
he only caught 80 balls, 800 yards last year?
You gonna say that 80 balls like that's
He didn't have
something
1,000
like-
yards. He didn't have 1,000 yards.
Bro, he can't, a quarterback that can't get him the ball.
I don't want to hear that shit. Like, no.
I think Dallas is gonna regret this one.
Yeah.
That $16 million he was going to make is a lot of money.
He can't separate no more.
Or can the quarterback got to throw him open?
He can't separate.
It's two different things. The quarterback got to get a good pass out there too.
He's a red zone threat. You said he can't separate.
Yes, he can. He just had one over the top, and then he had a corner.
Dez about 20 yards.
Can we move on?
I'm telling you, in the red zone, you can't end up with him, but you can guard Dez. I promise you.
We'll see. Watch. Just watch. Just watch. You've seen so many people leave spots and start fresh. They're going to look totally different. Remember how bad Alshon Jeffrey looked when he was in Chicago?
He's just a red zone threat.
Can we move on to some college Power 5 football and basketball? Adidas now has 12 schools and 2 Pac-12 conference athletic programs under its umbrella after a deal with the company and the University of Washington was announced this week. Now, the deal is crazy lucrative for Washington, which will start in the summer of 2019 worth over $119 million over 10. That basically is the amount, which right around 11.9 a year, that fellow Pac-12 Adidas school, Arizona State, signed back in 2014. This is a good deal for Washington to sign with Adidas.
Judging off the number you just mentioned, yeah.
That's crazy. I think Adidas mainly decided to do that because they lost UCLA.
Yeah.
So they, with losing them, they lost their flag bearer on the West Coast. So they'll use them as a strong presence on the West Coast, and that'll be their flagship school, especially on the Pac-12 side. But dude, Under Armour, can you imagine? Under Armour paid UCLA $280 million last year. That's insane. So if you look at them, comparing those two, shit, Washington's been better historically in football than UCLA lately.
This is
for sure.
it's an arms race, man.
Yeah.
Like, you just buying up whatever you can,
Yeah.
like Monopoly board pieces.
Adidas, man. Adidas, they got some money to blow now.
Hey, Adidas, I love FSP, man.
Yeah.
Real deal. Y'all want to wear Adidas?
I got on some Adidas right now.
You lying.
I do.
I'm just saying.
You lying.
I mean, I take the bag. It's gonna be
Y'all
rough.
so hurt I'm walking right now.
Shout out to Adidas.
shout out to
I said I got on Adidas right now.
I'm wearing tracksuit.
Yeah. That's funny.
Y'all killed that one, but okay.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Keep it in the NCAA.
Yeah.
Fresh off an NCAA tournament, appearance, the University of Houston Cougars announced Friday a partnership that will make them the Jordan brand sponsored team for the men's basketball team. They will continue to be a Nike team for all other sports. This is a big deal, a little deal for them.
A big deal, for
Okay.
sure. Recruiting. It's all about getting, some exclusive Jordans.
Yeah.
Florida, we're Jordan school now, so we'll see some team specifics like how they did Michigan.
Yeah.
Like how they're going to do Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I like that. I like this specific. My bad, straight.
No, you good.
I like that specifically for basketball.
Yeah. Just for basketball.
Yeah.
The rest of the sports is still Nike.
Right. I wouldn't want to see Jordan on the football field. I don't really like that.
No, it's going to be dope in that Florida orange and blue. I'm excited about it.
You don't know that yet.
I watch. I'm telling you. Now, the men's basketball teams include UNC, of course, Michigan, Georgetown, Oklahoma, Florida, and Marquette. So the thing about Houston, compared to those teams.
Compared to the rest of the...
You know what they need to do?
One of these schools is not like the other.
Right. They need to get an HBCU again, dog.
That would be dope.
That would be dope. They had a North Carolina A&T back in the day in the early 2000s.
Yep.
But they need to get a Howard, FAMU.
Come on with that, man.
Well, TSU.
Yeah.
I need that gear.
Yeah.
Jordan Brand gear.
Yeah.
That good blue and that red.
TSU 11.
Love that.
Yeah. Woo-wee. Shout out to Coach Penny.
Shout out to Coach.
Before we get started with halftime, let's talk a little beef. Now, last week, you gonna pause that? Most definitely, a little beef.
Yeah.
Last week, Scottie Pippen went after Isaiah Thomas for saying that LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. Now, the best part is beginning when Pippen looks directly into the camera and says, "I don't agree with nothing Thomas ever did."
And then
just directly went downhill after that. Is this old beef just staying? Because they asked Scotty, do you think it's something that you guys will ever? And he's like, no, it's beyond repair. What the hell did Isaiah Thomas and Scottie Pippen get into it about?
You gotta go back to
beef with everybody though.
You gotta go back to that time period.
Oh yeah.
They had the Jordan Rules book.
Mm-hmm.
They used to tackle Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, they kept Isaiah off the dream team.
Yeah.
There's no way in the world Isaiah should be on the dream team.
Yeah. Nah, no question. But if you go into a room, 12 of the guys and say, listen, I'm not playing if Isaiah plays and that guy's Michael Jordan, everybody gonna follow suit.
But if I'm Isaiah, I'm tight about that forever too.
Yeah, now he is.
Yeah.
I would be too.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the fact that Scotty still got that fro he had?
Still got the same pro from Houston. In Portland. Yeah. What the hell is that? He need to get the sponge and nappy that thing out a little bit. Yeah. I don't know what the hell that is, man.
He picking the thing out, don't he?
Yeah, definitely. With the black power fish.
What's wrong with y'all today?
I know. I just know what you were talking about, you.
I said, I know what I'm done.
But did you peep how when he said I don't agree with nothing Isaiah said,
Yeah.
then he turned around and agreed with Isaiah with his statement? We just didn't know what he was worried.
What he was saying was he would take Michael Jordan if they were trying to win a game over anybody.
Yeah.
And he said LeBron is just not trying to win.
But yeah. And then said, I was the facilitator. We just wanted Mike to score.
Yeah.
But that's what Isaiah was saying. This Mike is just a better scorer.
Yeah, that's deep beat.
Deep.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, you know what? Let's get started with halftime.
Yeah.
Let's go. Jeez.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime. We have another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown is a former TSU tight end and the current defensive coordinator for Hillsborough High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Burrows. Coach Brown will give an insight on hot topics from a former player and a current coach's perspective. Let's see what Coach Brown has to say this week.
Good evening. I am Coach Brown and welcome to Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. We're starting off with Dez Bryant tonight. He has been released by the Dallas Football Cowboys. What do you guys think about this release? I don't think that the offense is going to be that dynamic without Dez Bryant. It wasn't dynamic with him, particularly because of Jason Garrett, I would say. Their focus is on Dak and Zeke. It's that simple. But let's talk about 6 potential spots that Dez Bryant may land. Baltimore is definitely one of them. They need receiver help. Oakland needs receiver help as well. San Francisco, they could use some receiver help. That team's on the rise, Also, the Houston Texans. Think about that. D-Hop on one side, Dez on the other. Could be a very formidable pair. Also, again, Seattle is looking for some help. Would he go there? Would he consider going there? What about the Washington Redskins? They could use some help at receiver. I mean, let's be honest. Dez Bryant is still a very good receiver. I think he is still effective in this league, and he can get open. Good hands, competes. We're going to see. All right, question of the day, FSP. Are the 76ers better without Embiid? Offensively, they look better without Embiid. Let's be honest. They are shooting, they are scoring, the ball is moving around the floor well, fast, they're not being stagnant. They look excellent. They actually look scary in the East right now. Embiid's a great young post player, but what I'm seeing from this 76er team, without him slowing the offense down, they're able to get up and down the floor a little bit more. All right. What do you guys think about Greg Popovich as a coach? Okay, we know he's a great coach. We know that. But let's be honest, Greg Popovich is an asshole. He's an asshole in a lot of his post-game interviews. Why does he always get a pass for that when other coaches are ostracized, criticized, whatever you want to say about them? Moving on to the bum of the week. The bum of the week is going out to Brian Davis, the Oklahoma City Thunder broadcaster who described a great pass by Russell Westbrook as saying, and I quote, "He must be out of his cotton-picking mind." Owners and GM for OKC basically said that they don't approve of this derogatory type of language, and Brian Davis even came out and apologized for his remarks. So what do you guys think about his remarks? Were they racist, or was he just caught up in the moment? Oh no, that's just not something that should be readily in the phrases that you do or use daily. But for that very reason, Brian Davis, you are the bum of the week. Hey, I am the coach, Coach Brown that is, Roo, and I'm gone.
And that is another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. First thing he talked about, Dez Bryant. He gave out 6 places, potential landing spots. Baltimore, Oakland, San Francisco, the Texans, Seattle, and Redskins are just in pre-production. He noted out that Dez Bryant followed some Houston Texans.
Right.
Is that a sign of things to come?
In 2018, I think so.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah, says the Titans fan.
Says the Titans. That's all they need. Oh, that's all they need. Just one more threat. And Dez Bryant is a threat.
We need him.
No. I'm talking about the Texans.
Oh, the Texans. Yeah.
And they also have Tyrann Mathieu, too.
Play them boys twice a year.
Nobody wants that smoke for sure. Now, another question that Coach Brown asked, are the 76ers better without Joel Embiid? Nope.
The Simmons cooking, though.
They need somebody who can get a bucket, right?
Yeah.
With him not being there, it's hard. You got to depend on Marco Bellinelli. You got to depend on J.J. Redick. Ben Simmons can get a bucket, but you know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get to that rack. So
another thing is, if those jumpers are falling, you need somebody to be able to drop the ball down to and get a post move.
Exactly.
Post move, things like that.
So we're looking at it as just one game, compared to how they played and got a 3 seed playing that way. So in turn, they need Joel for sure.
Yeah, Joel Embiid is irreplaceable on that team.
Oh, for sure.
It's the process.
Yeah, you gotta trust it.
You gotta trust the
You gotta trust the process.
Process.
What about Popovich? I think his act is getting a little old in these interviews. Just forcing his condescending ways on reporters. It's hard to watch. Doesn't even, it's not fun, man. He needs to chill out.
He doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, for sure. But in turn, we'll stop it, bringing him and putting him in front of a situation like that because it's not funny, man. Because that's people's job, and he has a direct, like he has to do that.
Yeah.
He has to answer those questions.
To his defense, between quarter interviews,
Yeah.
they've gotten a little better.
Nah, last night he relapsed.
Well, they were getting that.
Yeah,
They had it to him last week.
And last but not least, Brian Davis said Russell Westbrook was out his cotton picking mind.
That hurt me.
I think, now granted, let me tell you something.
2018.
Yeah, but I don't think Brian Davis meant that like that. I mean, it's
Nah,
just a term that he probably says, and it comes from a bad spot.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Real bad spot.
Real bad spot. But in turn, if he was saying that about Doug McDermott or
Right.
Alex Abrinas doing that,
Right.
it'd been like, we wouldn't even heard about this. But Russell Westbrook getting ready to play in the Big 3. So. I'm just joking. Y'all ready to get started the second half, man.
He was speechless again.
Yeah.
He was speechless.
The second half is underway.
Second half, 2017-2018 first round playoff breakdown show. FSP style.
Always.
Everything ain't gonna be FSP style. You're
Most definitely. Before we get started, I am J Ho.
Super Boy Big Jeff.
and I'm Weezy.
Most definitely. We now the
One
2017.
and only.
Oh my goodness.
Most definitely. All right, so the 2017-18 NBA regular season officially is a wrap now. Came down to the final night of the season, but we finally know all 16 playoff teams as well as who they'll play. Now it's time for us to get down to this postseason and break it down where legends are born and narratives are created. Now, months of playoff basketball are ahead of us, and the first round is loaded with intriguing matchups, and FSP is here to break down all 8 first-round matchups and predict the winners. We'll start with the Eastern Conference with the Toronto Raptors at the Washington Wizards. The AC in the season series was 2-2, and Toronto is up 1-0. Now, you got some Vegas odds, Weezy, for the Toronto Raptors?
Yeah, Toronto Raptors are plus 900 to win the series.
So let the listeners know what that means, Weezy.
That means if you bet $100,
Mm-hmm.
you win $900.
Yeah. Hey, see what I'm saying? Hey, listen. Toronto was on the ropes in that first game. I think mentally, they're so used. This is their first time winning a game one. Yeah.
Right.
So them being so unprepared to win those games mentally, I think, and so used to losing those games,
Right.
I think they were looking at, if you look at Kyle Lowry, if you look at DeMar DeRozan, they were looking very unsure, spooked, shook.
Yeah.
It's just a whole bunch of different things, man.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right about that.
Yeah. Now the Raptors, we
Nah, I think they looked all right
you
yesterday.
did.
You didn't think so?
Nah, I think they were spooked, man. I think they were just looking and waiting, like, oh, it's gonna break down. Tell me it's gonna happen. It's gonna
I
happen.
think Kyle Lowry looked the best I've seen him look in the playoffs.
Shit. Oh no, he had a good game.
He had a decent game.
No, I'm talking about Kyle Lowry, dude. He didn't make any shots until the fourth quarter.
He made it when they counted.
Made it when it counted for sure. Now I think the Raptors have a great bench. And I think that's going to be a deciding factor as far as how far they'll go into the playoffs. But if you look at the Wizards, they came in limping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otto Porter being injured.
He hurt him.
John Wall. Yeah. John Wall is getting back to 100%. Yeah.
That's the key to win for me, is that he's got to find his way back on the team.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Yeah. So what we do? What's the best matchup that we got there?
To me, the backcourts.
Yeah.
The backcourts. Just the two for Lowry and DeRozan versus Bills and Wall.
Yeah.
Like, it's just must-see TV. It should be.
Something about Brad Beal that I do not like, dog.
Like
I think he's got one of those punchable faces.
Oh my God!
Yeah, no, for sure, man.
Really,
I
Brad?
think the biggest key for the Wizards if they want to win this series.
We're going through the best matchup right now. We're going to get that. We're going to get the key to the win.
Jump
for
in the
sure.
gun.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Woo. But yeah.
Put it in the holster, son.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
But with DeMar DeRozan, I think with him going against Brad Beal, that's the best matchup because DeMar DeRozan has so much to prove, man. This is every time you think about the Raptors, yeah, they'll be a 1 seed, yeah, they'll be a 2 seed, but they'll lose in the first round.
I can respect that. And I guess you look the same way with the point guard matchup, though, too. Because Kyle has to show that he belongs in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because at some point, they're going to cut bait or you're going to have to swim.
Yeah, just last year, they were looking at Dwayne Casey real crazy, and they were like, listen, what we got to do, man, to get this going. All right, we're going to give it one more go.
Yeah.
And we'll add some younger pieces on the bench. They added Van Vliet. They added
that bench is solid.
DeLon Wright. They got OG. They got Pascal Siakam, Jakob Pertl. It's a bunch of different players on that team.
You cold.
Nah, to the fact that they have a bench now. And
They
I
do.
think that hurts.
Probably the best bench in the NBA.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so. But so what's the key to winning this winning the series, Weezy?
For the Wizards?
Yeah.
Khalil Berger. That's the key.
Yeah.
If he gets double figures, they can win the game. They can win the series, I think. With Jody Minks out.
Yeah.
I think.
Jody Meeks.
Shout out to Jody
Meeks. You wait till 35 to start smoking weed, man? Come on, man. I think the key to this series is John Wall. I seen him break down late in this game with 2 big, huge turnovers that did not need to happen. I think he's getting back his 15 assists.
Mm-hmm.
But late game decisions, man. They supposed to win this game, Joe.
And he's got to earn back his teammates' respect, his teammates' trust. Because when he was out, you remember when we talked about it on the show.
Yeah.
So, those turnovers don't help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A prediction. Where you at, Weezy?
I want to go with the Wizards. I really do.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
No.
I want to, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Toronto.
Toronto in
6.
6. What you got, Jeff?
Raptors in 5.
Raptors in 5. Quick word. Do you think I have the Raptors in 6?
Okay.
But do you think if the Raptors win in 5, you think they blow up that whole Washington team?
They have to. I think that's already being discussed right now.
For sure.
Unless they make a deep playoff run, I think that team's been broken up.
Yeah. I think with John Wall, Brad Beal, I don't think they can coexist. Because I've seen times when John come down, shoot 2 times. Brad Beal just came down, scored 2 buckets. You got to let him go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's both ways.
Yeah,
I mean,
both ways.
Yeah.
John Wall only played at one speed.
Yeah, that's it. All you got, that's it.
He don't let the game when the game breaks down in the fourth quarter. I don't think he had that Chris Paul in him to let the game come to him.
It's hard to be a point guard and do that, man. That's why he is Chris Paul. You look at Steve Nash. You look at people that
Tony Parker do it really.
Tony
good.
Parker. I wouldn't say Steph has a good. Like, you know, you can feel the game is about to get away.
Yeah.
Chris Paul has a really good hand on the game.
And can pivot and change that.
Yeah, LeBron James does that not even from the point guard position. Yeah. So.
I think Ben Simmons going to have that trade.
For sure. He's got to get a jump shot. For sure.
He's going to be a 99.
Yeah, for sure. What's that next matchup, Joe?
All right. Keeping the Eastern Conference. Number 2, Boston Celtics versus the number 7, Milwaukee Bucks. The season series was 2-2, and I believe Boston snuck out a victory today, making a 1-0 series lead. We'll talk about those Vegas odds, Weezy.
Yeah, Boston's plus 5,000.
Woo! I don't know how the hell that is possible.
Because Kyrie's out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, this is a tough one to call, man. It might be one of the toughest ones in the East to call.
Okay.
Would you say that?
I know who I think is going to win. We'll get to that later, but I think it's going to be the best series of the first round.
Okay. But, you know, like how you mentioned, Kyrie being out,
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Theis being out, Marcus Smart. When is he coming back?
Yeah.
You know, so you got to depend on Al Horford, who's 100 years old. And he looks like Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, young guys, to right the ship of this team. Yeah, for sure. It's going to be tough, man, for them guys.
Let's talk about the best matchup on that.
Let's go.
Now, I want to counter your point right there.
Talk to me.
Just looking at how Al Horford played when Kyrie's been out at the end of the season, last month of the season,
Okay.
and even how he played today, I think his matchup with Giannis is the key, is the best matchup because he was working Giannis on the offense.
That's an old man game, too.
He's straight old man
Oh, my
game.
God. He's old man, and he vet gaming the hell out of
And
him.
he's making him have to work on both ends.
Most
Now, I don't know if Al can keep it up for a full series,
That's
but
gonna be tough.
for Boston to be competitive, he's got to stay competitive in that matchup.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think the Bucks have the most talented player on the floor, right?
No,
Let's be
absolutely.
honest.
Absolutely.
But I think this is the chance for Giannis Antetokounmpo to step out and say, I'm a superstar. If he wins this series, I'm talking about it'll solidify his mark on the NBA right now. So he has to step up. And what you're saying is it didn't look good in game 1 because Al Horford was vet gaming him the whole time.
And controlling the tempo of the game, just distributing to his teammates and getting buckets when he needs to.
Yeah.
And Giannis got to realize how valuable he is in the series. Like today, he kind of looked, you can tell he had that much strength. He fouled out.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That he went for the loose ball. He really didn't have to right there. It was the end of the game, but you got to realize how valuable to this team.
Yeah, no, for sure. And with Toronto, Cleveland, and Washington all on the other side of the bracket, this is the chance for Giannis to step up and say, hey, we can get them to the Eastern Conference Finals by myself with the help of, Eric Bledsoe. And why in the hell are they not playing Jabbar?
I remember watching a few of their games towards the end of the year. I don't think he's ready.
He's just been too long.
His body's not, like his stamina's not there. I don't think he's ready.
You don't want to mess that rotation up.
And that's true too.
Yeah, that's true too.
So what's the key to winning?
Milwaukee with their high-powered offense, they got Chris Middleton, like you mentioned. They got Giannis, and it's against Boston's crazy defense. It don't matter who the hell out there.
Okay.
Brad Stevens will have people looking like they're playing the best defense in the world.
That's my key.
That's my key, Brad Stevens.
Yeah, man. It's really hard to bet against him. I don't care who he got out there. It's hard to bet against him,
He's
man.
just putting his players in the right position.
Yeah.
And that's what a great coach can do.
And who you got? Joe Prunty is the other. It's gonna come on, Joe. You got. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Joe.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna talk about predictions.
Oh, man.
What you got, Weez?
I got Boston at 7.
Yeah.
What you got?
Man, at the beginning of the week, I felt so good. I saw Giannis play all year, and I was thinking, there's no way with Jabbar, thinking the way that Jabbar should be playing, that they should not kick the hell out of the Celtics.
Right.
But I can't put my faith in Joe Prunty. I can't. So the Celtics in 7, man.
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
I'm going the opposite way. I got the Bucks in 7.
Ooh.
He's got if Giannis is everything that the league wants to think he is,
Mm-hmm.
and everything that people believe that he is, he's got to win this one.
Oh, this is it.
He's got to win this one.
Most definitely, Jeff.
The two best players are out. I mean, you showed up. You know, you play one playoff game, so you know what you're dealing with now. To win your series, young man.
The next matchup is the 3 seed Philadelphia 76ers versus the 6 seed Miami Heat in the season series. Was tied 2-2 with Philly going up 1-0 in last night's game. What's the Vegas odds for this one, Weezy?
Philadelphia's plus 2,500.
Okay.
Sheesh.
It's another really good matchup, man. I think with Ben, right?
Okay.
I'm scared about this Tinashe shit. That's what I'm worried about.
Oh, God. You brought
They holding hands in pictures, cameraman. She in the Ferrari. She at Coachella with the Simmons jersey on, turned backwards.
Yeah.
With her ass in the picture. I get it, cameraman. But yeah, for sure. but I think, man, that's what I'm worried about.
Young Ben is just living that Sixer rookie life.
For sure.
That's what AI was doing his rookie.
Oh my God. You know what AI was doing. He was in Superhead, but she most definitely was. Was he not?
Korean Stephen Cook.
Yeah.
So y'all let Young Ben do it.
But Philly did, all jokes aside, they entered the series the hottest team in the NBA.
Yeah.
They won, 16 straight? Yeah, man. So, what's the best matchup going into this series?
To me, now that we got one game down, I think the best matchup is going to be Embiid versus Whiteside.
Yeah. I just hope he probably won't play the game 3, game 4.
Some people say he's going to play game 2.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
I hope so.
With the mask.
Yeah.
With the mask.
I don't think he's gonna play in game 2. And and Whiteside's not even out there if Embiid's not out there. Whiteside played 12 minutes.
I don't know about that coaching decision.
They can't play him because there's nobody on the team when they're playing Dario Saric. He can't go out there and guard Dario.
He's got to do something though.
Amir Johnson is there. He can't. How you not guarding Amir Johnson?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If I'm Philly, I'm not playing Embiid until this crew need him.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna let him sit out until
as long as we up.
As long as we up, I'll set him out. Yeah.
I respect that. I just think Spoelstra, I think he's overthinking this one. Like by not playing Whiteside. As much as he brings to that team, and I get it, the matchups may not be ideal.
Yeah.
But it can work both ways for you as well.
I just you watch that game and you're depending again on Marco Bellinelli, Ersan Ilyasova to get you buckets who weren't even on the team. They were on other teams at the beginning of this year, both in Atlanta. Now, granted, Marco Bellinelli, the Italian stallion, he's cooking. He's cooking. But
and that's what your role player is going to do at home.
That's true.
So
I just think that Miami team, man, with Father Prime, coming off the bench. It's taking away time that Josh Richards is supposed to be on the floor. Justice Winston. Yeah, he needs to get the hell out of here.
He said he got a lot
Father
left.
Prime?
Yeah.
He got a lot left in the tank?
That's what he said.
How far could he get from Nashville in that tank? Could he get to Murfreesboro?
He might get the check.
He might get the check?
He might
Ooh,
get the
you believe in him. You believe in him. So what's the key to winning this series, fellas?
You got it. Oh, to me, Ben Simmons.
Yeah. Woo.
Like, just keep playing at that. If he can play at that level, or just right around that level, like they don't have an answer for that.
Yeah.
Most teams don't have an answer for that.
Most definitely.
Kid, he's definitely to me better than I ever thought he would be at this point in his career.
Most definitely. He had a year. He had a red shirt year.
Yeah.
With them being so young and people that haven't played in games, period.
That's
so you have Ben Simmons, you have Dario, you have Robert Covington. Sure guys, for sure.
Call devil.
Yeah.
Call devil.
What did you call it? Look
at the year he had.
Let's just keep it a buck.
Yeah.
It started really fire.
Yeah.
And it ended fairly well on defense.
He slowed down a little bit.
That's what I said. Defense. I said defense is gonna be his thing. 3-and-D.
That's my key to the Sixers winning.
Yeah.
Is they gotta hit shots.
Oh, yeah.
JJ really gotta hit shots. They the best 3-point. They shoot the most threes in the NBA.
Yeah.
So they gotta hit shots. If they don't hit shots,
they
can't do it by themselves.
Real quick, if folks can get to a spot.
He can get where the fuck you want to get to. He can get to.
He can get to a spot.
Yes, sir.
I need to apologize to folks too.
You said he was done.
I need to apologize.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
You said he was
I
done.
tell you, pay the people their money back.
You did.
But Philly, they have more talent than Miami does. Let's just keep
if my boy wasn't hurt.
Yeah, but Miami's experience and their roster should make it a long series. And coaching. Spoelstra, for sure. But you just said Spoelstra was out coaching himself.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's going to turn it around. Spoelstra should be able to get them at least 1 or 2 games.
So give me a prediction.
6 and 6.
Yeah.
6 and 6.
I got Sixers going in 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, just because they just don't have any of that experience that we need. Rob Covington, though.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Rob Covington.
Got a big boy interview.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I mean?
Go ahead, man.
Let's keep it in the Eastern Conference one more time.
Most definitely.
The number 4 seed Cleveland Cavaliers versus the number 5 seed Indiana Pacers. The season series was Pacers 3-1. Wow, didn't know that. Yeah, I did know that. We just talked about these Vegas odds.
The Vegas odds is Cleveland minus 700.
Ooh, that's no respect for them. For the Pacers.
Yeah. Cleveland.
Yeah.
Now they lost this game.
Is
Right?
it official?
It's official.
Official.
LeBron James does not lose game 1, especially in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Don't overreact on that.
But the thing is, he's missing Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
He's missing, a 25, 20-point score. That's gonna be tough, man.
He's missing that automatic bucket in the playoffs.
Yeah, it is, man.
The game slows down in the playoff. The game, everybody plays their best defense. He's missing that.
Playoff LeBron is a different LeBron, though. He's one of the best basketball players I've seen play in the playoffs. First, second round, third round. Oh my God,
But
he
we
plays
haven't
out of
seen
his
it. We haven't seen it without a superstar in 3 years.
mind.
We
Four.
haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Really, the last 6.
Yeah, but
Dwayne Wade.
yeah, Bosh was. Those guys were players.
Yeah, we haven't
K-Love's
seen.
a player.
That's what I'm saying.
K-Love's a player.
We haven't
Yeah.
seen him without a superstar in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Without a player, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. But I think we're not giving Indiana a lot of credit here. Now, Victor Oladipo is a superstar right
Yeah, the
now.
game was
He's
playing
playing.
tonight.
No, he got his average. He's averaged 24 points a game. Come on. So, with that team, I think we're just underrating the team and the job that Nate McMillan is doing.
Damn, they lost that game.
That's cool. All right. So, what's the best matchup with you?
The best matchup is LeBron James.
Who can guard him for Indy? That's what. When I'm preparing for this show, I said, who the hell can guard? Who are they? That young?
Nobody's a mismatch.
Who are they gonna put on him? Lance?
Yes.
Born ready.
We all know.
Yeah.
If he's gonna play anybody in the playoff, it happened last year.
Yeah.
Even when they should have won game 1 against the Cleveland last year and they lost when Paul George didn't get the ball back and do Mr. 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Like that's the guy he hates to play against every time. Is Lance Stevens. So I will put him on as much as I can.
And why isn't George Hill playing with a chip on his shoulder? Revenge factor, going back to the crib, and you go out here and get spanked by what, 19? 18?
Shit. Well, let's not get too.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Too carried away.
Not too carried away.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It was not a good start.
Yeah, but the best matchup for sure is LeBron James. Who the hell would they put on him? And I think they did a good job in this first
I
game.
think it's. Go ahead.
He's also playing with 4 guys who never been to the playoffs, y'all.
That's true. Now that's true. He's playing with very inexperienced players. Well, not 4 guys,
Right,
but
Yeah.
Kevin Love's out there. He
I
got
think
championship.
that's who I think is the best matchup. It's Kevin Love versus their front court.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's got to find a way to be a consistent force
Yeah.
for them. Because he's the only other person who JR. But
Yeah.
come on. You know what I'm saying?
What's the final score of that game? Anybody know? Because I know if we don't score a lot of points, we can't win.
Yeah, the final score of the game.
98 to 80.
Yeah.
You need to score 90 points?
Yep.
98 to 80.
98 to 80. Boss man.
Yeah, man, that's tough.
That's a bad way to start the playoffs right there.
Yeah, not for sure. You can't come out like that. So, okay, here we go. Prediction.
Well, you want to do the keys to winning?
Oh, yeah, keys winning for sure.
It was keys to winning for who you
Yeah.
got? Keys to winning for the game.
I had this in quick work because I think they're trying to get healthy.
Yes.
Keeping LeBron on limited minutes. I was looking ahead at this one.
Yeah.
Clearly, the Cleveland Cavaliers were too. Now they're in a dogfight.
Yeah.
So the key to winning the series is to stay focused to find a way to win these games. George Hill, though, is the key to the series because he has to play at a level that's going to surpass Darren Collison and Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, I had the Cavs finding a defensive identity.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they've got to do that.
Yeah,
They
got
ain't
to.
the whole season. They're in 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, but at some point,
You're right. You
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah. Shit.
I
So
think the key to our winning is J.R. Smith. It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be our J.R. Smith. Every time he scored over 15 points, we never lose in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Never.
But see, this is the thing. He don't get enough shots. Now he's on a team where he can get at least 15 points easily. He just don't make shots.
shout out to J.R. Smith.
Yeah, man. That's my guy,
Predictions.
too. I had Cleveland in 5,
I got Cleveland 5.
Now I gotta go Cleveland in 6.
Nah, stick with it.
I'm sticking with it.
Stick with Cleveland 5.
I stick with Cleveland.
We'll be all right.
Yeah,
I said
losing your first home game.
Yeah, I stick with Cleveland 5.
We'll see. Most definitely. Let's move on to the Western Conference. The number 1 seed Houston Rockets versus the number 8 seed Minnesota Timberwolves. With the season series, Houston spanking them 4-0. What's the biggest odds on this one, Weed?
Houston is minus 180.
Most definitely. Now, Minnesota had to fight hard to get into this damn playoffs. And their reward is to play the hottest team in basketball with James Harden and the Rockets. It's tough to... Let's just go straight to the best matchup.
To me,
Yeah.
CP3 versus Jeff Teague.
Yeah.
I think that's the one. That's what I'm gonna watch the most.
Mm.
Is just see how Teague can handle that playoff pressure. I mean, he's tested. He's had nice runs in Atlanta. He's had great playoff games in Atlanta. CP3 is CP3, so I think those two guys are gonna be fun to watch.
I think it's Cat being held down by Clint Capella.
Me too.
With Clint Capella being there as the anchor on defense, which they don't play any defense. Cat, as we noticed, and we'll talk about the Pelicans in a few here, if a 4 or 5 man could just go wild and can't be stopped, it's really hard for a team to lose. And Cat has the power to do that with Jimmy Butler as well. Jimmy Butler will be checking James Harden, but that's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough matchup for Jimmy.
Did y'all notice in the odds where in the East, LeBron was minus 700.
Right.
This one is minus 180.
Yeah.
They thinking the Vegas know something. They
No,
thinking,
Vegas
they know they can't go out Cat in the post.
Yeah.
They know the game gonna slow down.
Yeah.
They know James Harden don't show up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You got to factor out it.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. James Harden, he has a lot to prove.
Yeah.
We're talking about people that have a lot to prove.
Yeah.
It's James Harden, 1, and then I think Giannis Antetokounmpo, 2. Yeah,
I agree with that.
What about key to winning the series?
To me,
Mm-hmm.
Wiggins got to show up.
Oh, my God. Andrew Wiggins, he has to be assertive.
That's the word I have now.
Dude, he has to be assertive. I've seen him play against when they played Denver for the last the last game of the season, and he only shot the ball like 9-10 times, but he made 6 of them. Why are you shooting the ball only 10 times? You made 6. You got to shoot the ball more.
He said he don't know his role.
He don't know his role.
That's coaching.
And that's coaching.
That's coaching.
Yeah.
If your third best player don't know what they're supposed to be doing, that's coaching.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think Wiggins for sure is a major key. He has Trevor Ariza on him. He has Gerald Green on him the whole series.
Right.
Turn, that's gonna be tough. What about prediction?
I got Houston in 5.
Yeah.
Quick word.
That's if James Harden lets Chris Paul control the game late in the fourth quarter.
Yes, but both of them on the floor. That's what I'm saying now. Both of them on the floor, they'll lose.
That if is
That's it.
Yeah.
I got Houston in 6.
I got Houston in 5.
Houston 5.
Yeah,
I got Houston in 6.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the number 2 seed Golden State Warriors versus the number 7 seed San Antonio Spurs. The regular season series was Golden State 3-1. What about those Vegas odds?
Golden State minus 125.
We know they've already played one game.
Yeah.
And it's 1-0 Golden State, quick work.
Yeah.
And young Kawhi does not seem to be wanting to come back anytime soon.
Yeah, Kawhi, I don't know what that's about. But this is the thing. Steve Kerr did a great thing.
Okay.
He starts Iggy at the point. He starts JaVale McGee at the 5. Nobody was expecting him to do that. Quinn Cook had been playing great at the tail end of the season.
Yeah.
They weren't winning games. Out of the last 17 games, they were 7-10.
Right.
I
told you the 3 wise men going to be right there for them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You said they were old.
They're old as hell.
But they going to be there.
Yeah.
That was a big time move by Steve Kerr.
Huge.
And that because he knew that Pop had something for him, so he had to switch up.
He switched up the whole shit.
Oh,
so in
man.
turn, they had to take Kyle Anderson out and start Rudy Gay in the second half, and it helped out a little bit, but they need more scoring, man. And Kawhi Leonard's 25 points. It's hurting them for sure.
I think they're gonna sweep him.
All right, we're going to get there.
We're gonna get there for sure.
What's your best matchup, Weezy?
Yeah.
Steph Curry got to come back. That's my thing.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard got to play.
Yeah, but that ain't no yeah.
I'm done with Kawhi Leonard, by the way.
Yeah, and I think Spurs are too. I would say the best matchup for me is LaMarcus Aldridge, KD. He's been great this year, just playing out of his mind. But it's only so much that he can do. I think he's gonna gas out as the playoffs started because he did so much to get them even into the play. They were fighting for their playoff lives.
Right.
So I think that matchup would be a great matchup with KD killing.
This is wow. Very true. But this is the series last year
Mhm.
where people started to question his mental stability.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of LaMarcus Aldridge. So I think, to me, for the best matchup is LaMarcus Aldridge. He's got to find a way to assert himself into the offense and have people not questioning his toughness and try to keep them competitive as much as he can. That's asking a lot, no. But you got to think about it. This is the series where people are like, he's probably not even coming back to the Spurs next year.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
So
We can't put that much pressure on.
that's not really pressure.
No,
for
you put a lot of pressure on LaMarcus Aldridge to win against the second best team in the West with a depleted team.
well, they're depleted as well. They're first, depending on who you ask, first or second best player isn't playing.
Isn't playing for sure.
And their first best player isn't playing. So it's like he's number 2. He's going against their number 2.
Yeah.
What you going? I mean, I'm not saying he's got to go win the series.
But he has to show up.
He's got to show up, make it competitive.
Portland show up though, like 30s,
Yeah.
40s.
Yeah.
I've seen one time Marcus Aldridge was unstoppable playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
What's your keys to winning, Mr. Hove?
I think, man, with the Spurs, just making sure that they get KD out of the game. If they find a way to let him not necessarily get off the way that he gets off, and then have the rest of the Beatles, whatever you want to call them, get off. With Klay Thompson, 27. You got Draymond Green, who they're talking about. If it don't go right, they're talking about trading Draymond Green. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Come on,
That's
man.
that last month of the season.
Yeah.
Was bad.
I hope they don't do
Yeah.
that.
That was bad.
But I just think it's a major, major key if they can find a way to get KD out of his groove and let the other players beat him. They have a chance to actually win. It's a good matchup for the Spurs, though. Yeah.
How about you, Luis?
I got the Golden State winning in 5.
Yeah, what's your key to the series?
Keys to the series.
I still it's good though.
Yeah, for sure.
They got to slow KD down. If they don't slow KD down, they're going to win.
Yeah, nah.
That's my guy right
Yeah.
there, man.
No,
That's
but
your guy.
you know the Spurs play slow anyway. So
Yeah.
if they can get them to slow
Yeah,
the
so-
pace down of the game,
That was the plan.
yeah, it didn't go that way.
They switched the whole lineup.
Yeah,
It didn't work. For me, the keys to win is just go stay healthy.
yeah,
This is over with.
yeah. Where you got it? Where's
Sweet.
give me, sweet,
Sweet.
sweet.
Get it
I got Pop winning one game.
Pop's gonna top his way in one game.
It's over.
It looks bad
This is
though.
over.
Yeah.
I ain't been over. I got I'm in a hole right now.
Since Florida State, man.
I got to fall out that hole.
Let's move on to the number 3 seed, Portland Trailblazers versus number 6 seed, New Orleans Pelicans. The season series was 2-2, with the Pelicans being up right now 1-0. Give me those Vegas odds, Weezy.
Portland is minus $5,000.
Wow. Shit. So with Portland finishing 3rd in the West, I think this is one of the biggest surprises of the year. In the West, I had them 7, maybe 8. For them to finish 3rd,
They were one game from being 7 or maybe 8.
3rd. Yeah, that's for sure.
It's crazy. The West was crazy this year.
Nah, for sure. What's the best matchup going into this series?
To me,
Yeah.
it's Holiday and McCollum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday, listen.
Holiday.
Unsung, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what, he's a bucket. Been a bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
He's just been injured, often injured.
And he had some good defense
Yeah.
in his game 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Anthony Davis, I think the best matchup there is him against Nurkic. This is the thing. You can't fucking check Anthony Davis, though.
That's anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, but it's tough. Like Nurkic. And,
He on hell day.
oh, my
He's
God.
on hell. Shout out to Coach Locke. He's on hell day.
Man.
But let me ask you, is Anthony Davis going to gas out?
No.
It's a great question. That's a great question.
That's a good question,
He's
though.
never
but-
been this far.
Yeah, but I mean, he's been here, but to the point where he has playoff Rondo.
But go ahead.
He has playoff Rondo. Playoff Rondo had 17 dimes, and he was looking for Anthony Davis every
time.
time. I seen him run 4 plays in 1 possession for Anthony Davis, and so what you're saying is a lot of usage rate,
Yeah.
and he can tire somebody down, but I don't think Portland has enough. With Mo Harkless being out, people don't know Mo Harkless is a big defensive cog for them.
CJ McCullough, they're going to get hot in
They
this
go-
series.
yeah.
I think it's going to make it. It's going to be a track meet.
Yeah.
And I just wanted,
You're absolutely right, Weezy.
it's going to happen.
Yeah. So what's the key to winning this series for each team?
For me,
Yeah.
I think going forward, the Pelicans is going to have to weather the storm because Portland is going to shoot that bag every game.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
the Pelicans got to weather the storm, keep it close, make a nice run, and got to sneak a couple of games out of there.
Rondo going to have to score.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
Mirotic is going to – the key to win this series is Nikola Mirotic. If he can get in and get his 25-30 that he's been averaging ever since Boogie's been gone, he is the key. He just has to find a way to get off, and it's going to be tough as he's going against your weaker opponents because he can't get open. He's slow as hell.
Yeah.
But Mirotic can hoop though for sure. So give me a prediction.
Blazers in 6.
Ooh.
I got New Orleans in 7.
Ooh, I got the Blazers in 7.
Because that was a big time. They won that first game
That
on
was
the road.
huge.
Yeah, that was huge.
Still in one like that?
Yeah.
It's tough.
I agree.
Yeah.
I just don't think Portland's going to play that bad, have that many turnovers in the fourth quarter.
Oh, man, it was tough basketball. Yeah.
Nah, I do it all.
Yeah.
Got some theme music.
Nah, we good, man.
Okay.
I'm chilling.
Okay.
The number 4 seed, Oklahoma City Thunder, versus the number 5 seed, Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
Season series went to Oklahoma City 3-1. What about those Vegas odds there, Young Weezy?
Hey, Utah's plus 5,000, man.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep myself composed on this.
Yeah, no, for
Yeah,
sure.
what's your best matchup, Jay? Let's go chill out. Let's go right to the best matchup.
Yeah. Now the best matchup is most definitely you're gonna see Rudy Gobert against Steven Adams.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a knockdown, drag out. That's gonna be a really good
All
matchup.
series.
The thing that worries me about OKC, Corey Brewer being out, him with the sprained knee, he was their starting 2 guard. He was their defender. He was the person that came in to replace Roberson. Without him and Paul George, the defense is limited because Russ has to do so much scoring. So in turn, it's going to be really tough for him to play defense on the other end and score the way that he scored.
Paul George,
Plays great defense.
plays great defense. He said y'all haven't seen playoff P, as he calls himself.
Yeah, now playoff P is a different P, for sure. Shout out to playoff P.
Shout out to playoff P. What's your best matchup, Weezy?
Our best matchup is whoever's guarding Carmelo Anthony, man.
Yeah.
Carmelo Anthony's a walking bucket right now.
Yeah,
You
but
got to show it.
yeah, he can't get the ball. No, I'm just saying it's hard for him to get the ball. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, Jim. I didn't
No,
mean
I'm just saying.
Oh, you
You got 20 points. You got 20 shots here. Your man's going to get 20 shots. Paul George has to get 17, 18. That leaves Melo with 10.
I mean, this team is built for the playoffs.
Yeah.
He has to give Carmelo Anthony this ball in the playoffs.
We'll
That's
see.
experience.
I hope so. I hope and pray that he gives this man some shine. Because playoff Russ, we got a lot to see with playoff Russ, man.
We've seen playoff Russ go multiple Western Conference Finals appearances.
Not by himself.
KD been anywhere by himself?
Yeah, I mean he was on another team.
Yeah, by himself though.
Yeah,
Right.
we're not talking about.
You say it by itself.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
When we saw him play last year, and
With
and they won one
average NBA talent.
they won one game. Not so average. They just beat. They
just
just beat the Pacers. They just beat the
We ain't
Pacers.
gonna do it like that.
The average talent. He sure him and Sabonis just beat the.
We ain't gonna do that.
Just
No,
beat
wait.
That's
That's not the same team.
No, he gets more touches. Those guys need touches. If Russell Westbrook doesn't shoot the ball less 17 times, they'll lose. They lost 2 games this year.
So you telling me Lance Stevenson doesn't play a part in the Pacers?
I think Miles Turner plays more.
I was getting him out. I was just starting with Lance.
Lance is not. No, come on, man.
Prediction. Who you got winning this
No.
series?
So you telling me that Miles Turner?
Yeah, no. The Miles Turner. It's Miles Turner for sure. But Steven Adams knocks out Miles Turner.
Oh man!
What do you mean? Steven Adams is the best offensive rebounder in the NBA.
I said that.
I said offensive rebounder. I didn't say
it.
You said he was a top 5 center. You still come on now.
You in the J Hove crew?
I disagree.
Is
Yeah.
he top 5 this year?
He know Steven Adams is not a top 5 center in the NBA. He's just
Give me 5. Give me 5.
We went through 10,
Give me
Jeff.
5.
We went through 10 in the
Five.
group chat, Jeff. It ain't no
Five.
reason. Weezy don't know 10 centers. I'm just saying, give me 10 centers. Give me 5 centers.
Give me 5 better than Steve Adams this year.
I'll help you out.
Boogie?
Yeah.
Boogie didn't play no games.
But come on,
He had no
man.
games.
He played in 41 games, man.
Man, you know what? Never mind. No.
Rudy Gobert is way better than Steven Adams. But that's the only thing. That's what Rudy Gobert. He's going to be trouble for him because he doesn't like physical
Yeah, and Steve
combat
Adams
in his office.
Is it Jokic?
Jokic is frying Steve. He knows that. He knows
great.
that. He knows.
Well, I'm not giving you Gobert.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, you go. It's a lost cause. You want me to give you 5?
Go ahead.
DeAndre Jordan,
Watch this.
Hassan Whiteside,
Watch it. Hassan Whiteside.
Marcus Gasol.
Marcus
I'm going on the low end.
Marcus
Dwight
Gasol
Howard
is
is better than Steven Adams.
Marcus Gasol is not good.
Dwight Howard's better than Steven Adams right now.
You know what? What's your keys to winning?
Yeah.
Because that, what's your keys to winning?
Yeah.
My keys was like I see is Carmelo Anthony. Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all the experience. He walking bucket.
Yeah.
I mean, like Jay said, if Russ gives them the ball, they should be okay.
Yeah.
I really think this team is built for the playoffs. I really do.
Me too.
The key to this series, we haven't mentioned him at all, is the young boy, man.
That's what I'm about to talk. Go ahead.
This kid has to step up, man. Donovan Mitchell, if he's the leader of this team.
He's asking for this moment.
Yeah, and if he steps up and scores and is leading them the way that he's led them to a 5 seed.
Mm-hmm. Yes, 5 seed.
Yeah, in the vaunted.
Vaunted.
Yeah, for sure. Western
Conference.
The only thing you'll have to guard Russell Westbrook on the other end.
Ooh, hell date.
And
Shout out to Coach Lyle.
it's gonna be tough, man. It will be tough for Donovan Mitchell, but at the same time, I think they're gonna give them everything that they can.
You think regular season Russ is rough?
Playoff
Russ is.
But this is the thing.
Animal.
These guys don't show up. That whole team walks out.
I just don't think Donovan Mitchell is ready for the playoffs against these.
I just wanted to let you know I did like the tweet that you posted when you was talking to, I forgot your man's name, no disrespect, I can't remember who you was talking to. But the tweet when you said they're gonna have an early exit.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
won't make out the first round. So
I know I said they have because at the time when we were looking at it they were playing against the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
So now they have a 4 seed going against a 5 seed.
Yeah.
So it's in their favor to win.
It's liked.
Yeah.
We'll revisit it.
Yeah, for sure.
What's
your prediction?
OKC in 6.
In 6?
Yeah.
What about you?
I got OKC in 6 too.
Yeah. I got the Thunder in 7. I had the Thunder winning this in 7.
I tell you one dream, baby.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. But I'll tell you what, they get caught on the ropes. Oh, car ain't got no roof.
You gonna draw for real?
Yeah, man. Hey, they get caught on the ropes, it's gonna be ugly, for sure. Let us know what y'all think, man. Give us y'all predictions. We'll post up every matchup on the IG page this week. But more importantly, thank you for everybody that listened. All the feedback. We had a crazy amount of listens this week for the playoffs that LeBron James won. He won 3 of the last 4, right? No, for sure. Most definitely, man. More than anything, please subscribe, rate. Let us know what we're doing wrong. Let us know what we're doing right.
Please.
Go buy those Eventbrite tickets for May 5th.
That's live, baby. You don't want to miss that.
Yeah, no,
Not live.
Yeah, hope you're not gonna miss it, William.
You don't want to miss that. Live.
Most definitely. Now, tweet us with questions during the show at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell all the monkey friends.
Most definitely some friends out here this month. Most definitely, man. About that Full Sport Press podcast. Jeff, camera's always on.
Camera's always on,
yeah.
brother.
Everything paid for, baby.
Most definitely, the revolution will be podcasting. We are out.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.